Hey everybody, we're back surf fishing at New Smyrna Beach. It's about 30 minutes after high tide, and as you can see, this is her second whiting. We're going to be trying to get the sharks or maybe a stingray, because we definitely got bait now. Okay, she's got the first fish of the day. Fantastic. Hold him up. That's perfect whiting for the cut bait. And if I put a second rod out, that's the perfect size whiting head too. Good job. All right, I'm putting the shark rod out. I got a frozen whiting head on there, just in case it's a tough day like our last two trips that we didn't even film. But now we're looking to get a shark or a stingray. That's 34 inches of 480 cable and 7 foot 4 inches of 60-pound twisted mono, so I don't see anything getting away from it. Now we need to get one. Okay, I've been making my shark rigs for almost 20 years, and now we're starting to make our own bait rigs. It's an exact copy of the Sea Striker sand perch rig. And she actually ties the drop loops in it and does a pretty good job, and then I tie the hardware on. If there's no current, we put a third hook on. We slip it over top of the sinker, and since I'm using a heavier clip, I'm using Spro clips and Spro swivels, they won't be able to, a big fish won't straighten them out like a redfish or something on the bottom hook. So she's gonna tip this with sand fleas and see if we can't get something. Okay, this will be the third fish. I'm trying to get the second rod set up because now we have plenty of bait.
Yeah, a nice size.
That's a nice size one. After this, we can start letting them go because now we already got 3. Those are good size for the little Ocean Master. I can use the heads. Wow, she's having a good day today. That's number 4. A little tiny pompano. Let him go. Well, I got to get this second rod out. Okay, even if we get another whiting, we probably let it go. Okay, that's the 4th whiting in the little pompano. She's catching so many fish, I got to put these rods together. Okay, take him off and let him go. No, you know what? He's smaller. Throw him up there. I might use him for this rod when I rebait it. I'd like to have the whiting head from the fish she just caught, but this is already rigged up, so I'm going to use it. This is a new outfit. It's our 9-foot Ocean Master. We haven't used this but about 2 times, and that was more than 15 years ago. Because it's a little light for a shark rod, and it's a little heavy for a bait rod. It's 9 foot, but I cut 5 inches off the butt, stripped the old cork off, put new surf cork, and then put the X-Flock grips like on my other rods. This has 30 inches of 480 cable and 7 foot of single strand 80-pound mono with a 10-0 Eagle Claw L204, one size down from the 11s. It's just a little bit thinner gauge. This is going to be the second rod, and if we get a big stingray, we could have problems with this. All right, I finally got both the rods out. So this is the setup today. I got her 10-foot modified Ocean Master on the left, which is the main shark rod. Then she's in the middle, and the light shark rod today is that 9-foot modified Tika and our Fenor 5500. If we get a big stingray with that soft rod, because it's medium action, that's going to be a problem. But that's for the sharks 5 foot and under, so we'll see. The conditions look really good. She's already got 5 fish. We got lots of bait. The past 2 trips, she caught 4 fish, and they were all like 6-7 inches long. Today, she's doing really good. Well, she's fishing like she normally does. She just flips it out there about 10 feet. That's a big whiting. He's probably 13 inches maybe. Okay, definitely let him go. And she's using just the fish bites, no sand fleas. She's got one. She hasn't really caught anything in about an hour and a half. Wow, that's a super tiny one. You know what? Let him go. I just put a piece of cut whiting instead of the whiting head on that smaller rod. Maybe we'll get a stingray with it. Well, we've been here a little over 4 hours. She's got 6 whiting and the little tiny pompano, but it's completely shut down as far as bites go. But these conditions are really, really nice. It's not flat out there, but it's kind of swelly. No seaweed, no current. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. This is why you come to the beach. At least we were lucky to catch those fish at the beginning of the day. She's down there roaming around. She'll roam up and down to try to get the whiting and just hold the rod. But it looks really good out there. We probably got another 3 hours to go, maybe a little more. So let's see. All right, she was down the beach and got one. She's only fishing 4 or 5 feet off the edge of the surf. Wow, that's a good whiting. Yeah. Probably 11 or 12 inches. Definitely let him go. I'm surprised something hasn't hit the cut fish, but I gotta check it because it may be off of there. The black nose might have took it. That's why I like using the whiting heads. At least you have a better chance of hooking the sharks with them. So that's what she's catching now, the super dinky whiting 3 feet off the beach. This looks pretty good, but as you can see, the tide's going out. I'm throwing the rods on the sandbar, maybe 3 feet of water, maybe a little bit more. So now I'm switching to the chunk whiting. This rod's got about another hour before I put it up. You gotta hope for something cruising down the sandbar, either a stingray or a black tip. Well, I just waited out to go walk out on the sandbar about 30 yards from the edge of the surf. I probably could have went a little bit more, but the swells were getting up to my chest, so I didn't. No wonder she was catching the fish early in the morning here. This drop off is probably waist deep for about 10 or 12 feet before you step up on the sandbar, and then it's up to your knees. So I threw the little Ocean Master and I threw the 10-foot one, and that's it. I ain't wading out there and doing that again. The reason I did it, when we come back, if we're gonna come back in 2 or 3 days, I now have an idea of how far the sandbar goes out when the tide starts to go down. All right, we've been here 7 hours. I already put the little Ocean Master up. Now I'm gonna put the other one. She can fish for a little bit. while I'm packing up. Hopefully we can come out here in another 3 or 4 days if the conditions are good. We're going to show you this. This was 3 or 4 times this size just a few minutes ago, but we were actually just getting ready to leave, walk out of here. There's some kind of pilchard or something. There was a huge bait pod that came by, and there was probably 3 times this many fish washed up on the beach before I could get the GoPro out. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. We ain't never seen nothing like that before. All right, we're wrapping it up. It was a pretty good day considering the past couple trips. She caught 9 whiting and a little pompano. Hopefully we can get back out here in a couple of days and get a shark.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.